Today I have a special man, as well known politician that's named Gebrehiwot Baykedegn. Stay tuned. Gebrehiwot Baykedegn, 1886 up to 1990, was an Ethiopian doctor, economist, and intellectual. He was born in 1886 in Adwa, Tigray, in a trip to the port of Mitswa. Gebrehiwot and his friends got permission from the captain of German signed to visit the ship. On departure, he shouted why this may not have been delivered. According to Alamayo Guda, 2004, on arrival, the captain entrusted the young boy to a rich Austrian family who adopted him. This good fortune opened to him the opportunity to study the German language and to go to school. His exposure to Western education was tough, and he pursued medical studies at Berlin University. He returned to his country and became private secretary and entrepreneur to the Emperor Menelik II, who defeated the Italian colonial army in 1896 at the Battle of Adwa. Later on, while Haile Selassie was still the successor to the throne, he fulfilled important administrative functions. He served as inspector of the important Addis Ababa-Djibouti Railway until his premature death in 1919. In government, becoming an important member of Menelik's encourage, Ḥayወት served as senior counsel and advised on and was a strong proponent of Ethiopian mid-mission. Especially, Ḥayወት sought to integrate Ethiopia into the global economy while maintaining Ethiopian cultural and political integrity. Deeply concerned with the shape of Ethiopian economy and understanding the economic importance of productive middle class, Ḥayወት pushed for structural social, political, and economic reform, which are partially reflected in efforts to remove unjust taxation and parliamentarism, while bureaucratic rationalism, the prohibition of slavery, and the elimination of noble privilege were promoted. Ḥayወት exerted a considerable degree of influence over Menelik's making of policy, which was compounded by the influence of other senior policymakers that were informal group as the Young Japanese or loose grouping that sought to replicate Japan's industrialization, which includes the likes of Haile Selassie. A lead advocate of industrialization, Ḥayወት publication of government and public administration advised the emperor to follow the example of the Japanese government of be enslaved following Menelik days and the 1960 Cup. He was first appointed control of the French-built railway and later collector of customs in Dredda, where he died. Major works. He published two major works in Amharic, the Ethiopian national language, መንግስትና የሕዝብ አስተዳደር, published in 1924 after his death and translated into English in 1995 as State and Economy of Early 20th Century Ethiopia, and in 1912 as a Menelik and Ethiopia, which was translated into French in 1993 as the Empire Menelik La Ethiopia. Professor Emeritus of History at Addis Ababa University, Professor Baharu Zewde, tell us that the later work was written with the hope that Menelik's successor Iyasu would take up his recommendation and proceed to modernize the Ethiopian state. While his recommendation went unheeded by young prince, little interest in the affair of state, Gebrehiwot went on to exert considerable influence on Ethiopian affairs for the rest of the century. His writings expressed deep concern with national institutions, structural economics, income inequality in development, and trade imbalance between developed and undeveloped nations. It is for this reason that Addis Ababa University Professor of Economics Dr. Alamayo Guda calls Gebrehiwot one of the world's pioneers in their study of development economics. After his death, at the age of 34, his India went on to influence generation of Ethiopian intellectuals. One can clearly distinguish Gebrehiwot's ideas in the throughout process of the young